Welcome to Transform Fitness and day 2 of yoga for this week. We'll repeat this session in the next week also. And if you're already in the next week, we will try to perfect the postures we have already done. So let's begin. In today's session, I'm going to introduce you to Ashtanga Sun Salutation B. So let's begin by sitting down in a comfortable posture. You can sit in any cross-legged position, keep your back straight and gently close your eyes. Get your index finger and the thumb together, forming Jnana Mudra, the mudra of knowledge. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. In today's session, we are going to work on Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath. And then do some warm-up, and then a sun salutation B, standing postures, seated postures, and then relax in Shavasana. So let's focus on the breath, the body, and the mind. For the next couple of minutes, let's practice Pratyahara. Pratyahara is withdrawal of senses from the external environment. So you withdraw the senses from outside, that's the reason we close the eyes, and look within. Notice how you feel right now in the body, how is your breath, and how is your mind, and where is your mind? Is it here in the present moment, or the thoughts about the past or the future are bothering you? If that is happening, the easiest way is to bring your attention to your breath. Notice how your breath goes in and how it travels out. 2 more breaths. Now, get your hands together to your heart center. We'll begin the practice by chanting Om 1 time. Breathe in for Om. Now slowly open your eyes. We'll practice Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath. So in this breath, you contract the throat a little bit and make the sound of an ocean while you inhale and exhale. The inhale and exhale will happen through the nostrils. So just imagine there's a mirror in front of you, want to create fog. So you inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you would have noticed that sound from the throat. You do the same thing with the mouth closed. And keep your eyes closed. This will help you to notice what's happening in. Inhale. Exhale. The same sound you will be able to listen. Even if it is happening to some extent, it's absolutely fine. Slowly with practice, you will get better at it. Let's do this 5 times. Inhale slowly and exhale slowly. Keep your inhale and exhale equal and breathe into your diaphragm a little below your chest. So let's begin. And slowly open your eyes. Now get your hands to your heart center and inhale, raise your hands up from the side, look up. Exhale, draw your hands together and look towards your hands. Inhale, raise your hands up, look up. Exhale, hands down, feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Inhale, expand your chest, expand your hands, look up. Exhale, hands down, look down. One last time. Inhale, expand. Exhale, hands down, look down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, place your hand onto your right side, right hand onto the right side. And exhale, your left hand reaches towards your right. Stay here for 5. Feel the stretch on the left side of your torso. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center and place your left hand onto the left. Right hand reaches up all the way up, going towards your left side. And make sure your chest is not facing down. Your chest is opening up. You're feeling the stretch on the right side of your torso. One last inhale here. Exhale, come back. Now place your left hand onto your right knee and the right hand at the back into a twist. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Each time you inhale, you lengthen your spine. Each time you exhale, you twist a little more. 5, 4, look towards your right shoulder. 2, and 1. Inhale, raise your hands up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, left hand reaches back, right hand onto your left knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. 3, 4, soften your face. Keep breathing nice and long. If you are comfortable, keep continuing Ujjayi breath. And come back to the center. Now we're going to go on to all fours. Come onto your hands, come onto your knees. 5 times cat and cow. Make sure your wrist and the shoulders in one line, knees and the hips in one line, your toes stretched out. Now inhale, lift your chest up, arch your back. Exhale, round your back, squeeze your abdomen. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, round your back, squeeze your abdomen. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. One last time. Inhale, look up, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, round your back, look towards your navel. Come back to neutral spine. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Now tuck your toes and lift your knees up. Push your hips back and up. You can adjust your stance. You press your hands firm into the mat. Press your feet firm. If your heels are not reaching the floor, it's absolutely fine. Just keep making an effort to push your hips back. Your heels might reach a little closer towards the floor. And with regular practice, you might be able to press your feet firmly onto the mat. Stay here for 5 breaths. If you want to make any movement, if you want to move your hips side to side, you want to move your heels up and down, you can do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, slowly move forward. Exhale, get your knees down, chest and chin down, elbows drawn closer. Inhale up into cobra or baby cobra. Stay here for a breath. Inhale, exhale back into downward facing dog. This posture is also called as mountain pose. Inhale, move forward into plank. Exhale, get your knees down, chest and chin down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back. Now stay here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, push your hips back. Now inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, draw your knee to the chest and stay here for 3, 2, 1. Step your foot forward between your hands and get your left knee to the floor. You can keep your left foot tucked in or untuck your foot. Inhale, reach your hands up, push your hips forward. Take 5 breaths here. 5. You can look to the front or look up towards the sky. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get your hands down to the floor as you exhale. Inhale, lift your right hand up. Exhale, wrap your right hand around your waist, around your back. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, your left hand firmly pressing into the mat, and 1. Get your hands down to the floor and take your legs back into plank. Very slowly lower down, very slowly without touching your knees, chest. Very slowly go down, activating your shoulders and your triceps. Very good. Inhale, come up into cobra or baby cobra. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to the chest. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot forward between your hands, right knee down to the floor, and raise your hands up to the sky. Push your hips forward into your low lunge. We also call it as Anjaneyasana. Look up towards the sky and lengthen your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get your hands down to the floor. This time step both the feet forward, coming into a forward fold. And inhale, raise your hands all the way up. Exhale, hands down, coming into Samasthiti. Samasthiti is the standing position in the sun salutations here. So we're going to start our sun salutations. We finished a little bit of warm-up. Now let's begin. I'm going to take little slowly the first round, and if you feel you are waiting along, you need to rest a little bit, you can rest always. Now press your feet firm. Keep your legs active. Tuck your tailbone under. Hands down, straight, pointing towards the floor. Your face soft. Your gaze looking to the front. Inhale, bend your knees and raise your hands up. We start sun salutation B with a chair pose. Exhale, fold forward and down into full forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, half forward fold. If you need to bend your knees while doing a full forward fold, please go ahead and do that. And now press your hands and take your legs back into plank. And now slowly go down. You can either go down directly without touching your knees and chest to the floor, or get your knees to the floor. Take some support. Lower down and inhale, come up into upward facing dog. The difference between cobra and upward facing dog is in cobra, your abdomen is touching and you're going deeper into back bend. But in upward facing dog, if you see, my knees are not touching, my feet are pressing into the mat, and I'm activating my shoulder muscles, and the back bend is not that intense. Now push your hips back and up into downward facing dog. Now we're going to move into warrior 1. So plant your left foot in 45 degrees and get your right foot forward. And if you're not comfortable getting that back foot in 45 degrees, you can keep your heel lifted up and come into high lunge instead of warrior 1. So inhale, raise up into warrior 1. We hold it only for a breath and then go down. Take your legs back, and again we're going to go into our chaturanga. We call this as vinyasa, this movement of chaturanga, upward facing and downward facing dog. And now plant your back foot, which is your right foot in 45 degrees and left foot forward. Inhale, reach up into warrior 1 on the left side. Take your hands down to the floor. Take your legs back. One last time, lower down. Inhale up and exhale back. This time in downward facing dog, we're going to hold for 5 breaths. Keep your hands firm. Even the fingertips are firmly pressing into the mat. And your feet firm. Push your hips back and up. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Look towards your knees or your navel. And 1. Now look forward. Step into half forward fold. As you inhale, your hands can be at the shin bone or your fingers touching the floor, but your back is flat. Exhale, full forward fold. You can keep your knees bent. Inhale, bend your knees and raise your hands up into chair pose. Exhale into Samasthiti. We're going to do total 5 rounds today. So 4 more to go. Inhale, bend your knees and raise your hands up into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fall forward into Uttanasana, full forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your legs back, lower down. You can touch your knees to the floor if needed. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Now get your left foot in 45 degrees and place your right foot forward. You can do high lunge instead of warrior 1. Raise up into warrior 1. Exhale, hands down. Take your legs back and lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Now get your right foot in 45 degrees. Get your left foot forward and raise up into warrior 1 on the left side. Exhale, hands down, legs back and lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. 5 breaths in this downward facing dog. Your hands firm, your triceps trying to reach back. You're turning back and your biceps turning forward. So you're externally rotating your shoulder joint. Lengthen your spine, push your hips back and up. 2 more breaths here. 2 and 1. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step into half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, raise up Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Round number 3. Inhale, bend your knees, raise up Utkatasana. Exhale, fall forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back. Lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Get your left foot in 45 degrees, right foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Legs back, lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Now right foot in 45 degrees and step your left foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, legs back. Lower down. You're building the heat up in the body. Exhale, back, but don't forget to breathe. Breathe nice and long. Soften your face. This pose, downward facing dog, many teachers say this is a resting pose. Yes, it is a resting pose once you do it properly. As you keep practicing, you will feel that this becomes effortless. And that's true in anything. As you keep practicing more, it becomes effortless. Last inhale, exhale. Now step your feet forward as you inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, raise up. Exhale, Samasthiti. 2 more to go. Take a breath in and breathe out. Inhale, bend your knees, raise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step your right foot forward and warrior 1, come up. Exhale, hands down. Take your legs back, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left foot forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Take your legs back, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back. And if you feel you're too tired, you can go down onto your knees, relax in child's pose. And don't forget to press your fingertips onto the mat. It will release some tension off your wrist. And if you have sensitive wrist, maybe you can wear a wristband or take some breaks in between. Keep breathing nice and long. One last inhale and exhale. Inhale, step into half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, reach up, bending your knees. Exhale, Samasthiti. One last. Inhale, bend your knees, give you 100%. The last one. Exhale, fall forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can take the support of your knees. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward. Inhale, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, down. Take your legs back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left foot forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale back. Downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, step into half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, raise up, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Stand still, keep your feet firm, legs active, and stay here for 5 breaths. Breathing nice and long. And now we're going to do chair pose and hold it for 5 breaths, understanding the alignment of chair pose in a little more detail. So now keep your feet either together or a little apart. And when you're keeping your feet apart, also keep your knees apart when you're doing your chair pose. Now bend your knees, inhale, reach up into Utkatasana chair pose. And make sure your knees are not crossing your big toes. You're squeezing your thighs, you suck your lower ribs in so that your lower back is nice and long. It's not arching like this. And extend your hands to the front. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, go down. And step your legs back into downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Breathe out. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it forward between your hands. We're going into warrior one. Get your back foot in 45 degrees. And inhale, reach up into warrior one. So the distance between your legs is about 5 feet. And it also depends on how tall are you. For me, I have to get my legs more wider. And square your hips. So your hips are squared. Imagine your hips are like the headlights of a car and you want to point them to the front. Raise your hands up, lengthen your spine. And stay here for 5, 4. You're feeling strong like a warrior. We all are warriors. And we all never give up. Inhale and exhale, hands down to the floor and take your legs back. Let us keep the vinyasa here. Let us be a little kind to ourselves. And now lift your left leg up and step it forward between your hands. Back foot in 45 degrees and raise your hands up into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1, onto the left side. Get your feet firm, legs in proper alignment, and then extend your hands up. You can look to the front or look up. Very good. 5, 4, and lift your belly in and up. This is called Uddiyana Bandha. 2 and 1. Hands down to the floor. Take your legs back into downward facing dog. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. And if you wish, you can get your knees down and take a little break. Take 5 breaths. Keep breathing. The next pose we're going to do is Paschimottanasana. We're going to go into seated postures now. So come down if you're in downward facing dog and stretch your legs to the front. Keep breathing. And if you need to sip a little bit of water, if you want to wipe off your sweat, you can always do that. Take your time. And then we will move into the seated postures. So let's do this Paschimottanasana. And if you have any discomfort in your lower back, or if you have not been stretching in a long time, you'll have tight muscles in the legs. So keep your knees bent. That will be very helpful. And the reason why it is called Paschimottanasana is so the front of the body is called Purab, which means the east, and the back is the west, Paschim. So we are stretching the back of the body, hence it is called Paschimottanasana. All the yoga postures have a story and a meaning behind them. So inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Grab hold of your feet. If you're not able to hold your feet, you can hold your ankles. Inhale and exhale, and try avoiding doing this. Try to not do this, to round the back. What is happening here is you are stretching this part of the body and you're compressing your spine and not stretching the back of the legs. So lift your chest up, send your abdomen towards your thighs, and look forward towards your feet. If you feel that you get no stretch here, maybe you can straighten your legs a little and fold. And the fold is coming from your hip joint. Stay here for 5. And draw your shoulders back. 4. If your shoulders are coming here, draw them back. Lift your chest up. 3. Soften your face. Relax your breath. 2. And 1. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, get your hands down. Now, bend your knees and get the heels on the floor. We're going into boat pose. So, lean a little back and lift your chest up, your shoulders down. Extend your hands to the front. You can also face your palms towards the sky and lift your feet up. We are in boat pose, Navasana. Stay here for 5. Where do you feel it? In your abdomen? Yes. And if you need little support, hands onto the floor, but do not round your back. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Get your legs down. We're going to do this one more time. Let's get ready. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Extend your hands out, back straight, lean back, and lift your feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get your legs down. Very good. Now stretch your legs out. We're going to do a twist, a seated twist. We call it as Vakrasana, and sometimes you also might hear this as Marichyasana. So fold your right leg, place your right foot on the floor close to your left thigh. Right hand goes back. And inhale, lift your left hand up. Exhale, twist, send it outside your right knee and look behind. Make sure your left leg is active. It's not dropping to the side. And stay here for 5 breaths. Each time you inhale, you lengthen your spine. Each time you exhale, you twist a little more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly untwist, and release your leg. On the other side, fold your left leg, press your left foot on the floor, take your left hand behind, inhale, right hand up, exhale, twist, send your left elbow outside your right knee and the head goes back. Make sure your left shoulder is not coming close to the ear, so you're pushing the floor away and your shoulder goes away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untwist and lie down onto your back. Lie down onto your back and stay here for 5 breaths. Keep your knees bent, feet on the floor. You can drop your knees in and rest your hands onto the thighs, onto the floor or onto the chest. Take a breath in and breathe out. Notice how you feel right now. If you feel that your heartbeat is pumping faster, your breath is not relaxed, take a deep breath in, breathe out through the mouth. This helps you to relax a little faster. And whenever you feel that you are exhausted during the class, you can do this. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. And now we're going into the next pose, which is Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. So an option for shoulder stand would be get your legs up in 90 degrees, hold and stay here. You can also go against the wall and rest your legs on the wall. Otherwise, we will go into shoulder stand. So you're going to lift your legs up and take them back. As you take your legs back, your back lifts up. So you place your hands onto your lower back and slide your elbows in and push your hips a little higher. And then once you find your stability, you lift your legs up, coming into shoulder stand. Sarvangasana. This pose, when done regularly, at least for a minute, it has immense benefits. A lot of benefits for the body, for the face, for the mental health, for good sleep, good blood circulation. Keep breathing, and every time you do this pose, try to hold it for a little longer. If you can also press the pause button and then stay here for a little longer and then come out. But make sure you're not feeling any discomfort in your neck. And then now slowly we will come down. And anything, a yoga pose or any skill, you have to build it gradually. It doesn't happen in day one. That can lead to injury or discomfort. Come down, relax, take a breath, and then we'll move into fish pose. And to get into fish pose, you get your legs straight and tilt your hips and place your hands underneath your buttocks. Your hands are pressing into the mat. And now press your elbows, keep your legs active, and lift your chest up. Arch your back and place the crown of the head on the floor. Very gently. Stay here for 5, 4, and this pose is very good for thyroid gland. 3, 2, and 1. Lift your head up and release your hands, release your legs. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. By now your breath must be nice and relaxed. And now hug your legs to the chest, wrap your hands around and draw your legs closer into Pavan Muktasana for 5 breaths. Cooling down our body and releasing any tension in the body. Just let it go. Any tension in the mind, let it go. Now get your hands out to the side, take your legs to the right, a little twist, head to the left, and come back to the center, legs to the left, head to the right. And come back to the center and release in Shavasana. Your hands apart, legs apart, and relax. Make sure you're not holding on to any part of the body. You're completely relaxed, physically and mentally. Each time you inhale, you energize your body, rejuvenate, you recharge, and each time you exhale, you go deeper. You go deeper into your state of relaxation. We're going to stay here in Shavasana for a few moments. And now, slowly and gently, bring your attention to the present moment. Notice the various sounds around you. Notice the sound of your own breath. Gently move your fingers, your toes. Tilt your head side to side. Take your hands to the back. Give yourself a nice stretch. Bend your knees and roll over to your right side. And slowly make your way into seated. Take your time, no rush. Sit down comfortably, resting your hands into your lap, overlapping your hands on top of each other. Keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and face completely soft. Notice the stillness and notice the peace. This is your true self. And this is the real goal of yoga, to connect with our true selves. Now, we'll end this practice by 5 rounds of Bhramari Pranayama. So, close your ears with your thumb very gently and fold your fingers. We're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. While we exhale, we're going to make the sound of a B sound. So let's begin. Inhale. And release, and get your hands together, bow your head down in gratitude. This pranayama helps you to relax, helps you to cool down. You can do this pranayama every day. It is very helpful, especially if you have a heat body. Heat body is a lot of heat in the body. Sometimes it can lead to acne, skin problems, burning sensation in the stomach, chest. If you practice this pranayama, it will help you to get rid of all these things. Now rub your hands together, creating some warmth. and place it over your eyes, on your face. And with a beautiful smile, open your eyes. Thank you, everyone, for your practice, and I'll see you in the next class. Until then, keep smiling.